Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to A Couple of Sassholes podcast. I'm Brooklyn Johnson.
And I'm Heather Terry.
And for anyone who doesn't know, this is our power hour of true crime where we talk about fucked up people doing fucked up shit, usually for fucked up reasons or sometimes for no reasons at all. And today, is no different. It's another fucked up fucking story.
Man.
And all I can really give is just a little taste about a home invasion.
Okay.
A woman named Donnah Winger being murdered. And just kind of what comes from that, because I can't let that cat out the bag. Not today.
You don't even need me today. Why am I here? I've said my name and hello. Why am I here?
I mean, I had to do the start.
No, I love it. I love you're bringing the energy.
Yeah, we haven't recorded in 2 weeks.
I know. I had a GPS how to get here to Wonder Boy Studios.
I GPS all the time to Wonder Boy Studios in Owensboro, Kentucky. Give them a call today. Always. I don't know, man.
I don't even remember how to do this.
I know. Thursdays.
I'm glad it was your turn.
Girl.
God, I looked and I was like, I could not be more thankful that it is your turn.
I get that.
Yeah.
There are weeks where I'm like, I would have fallen apart and cried in a puddle if it wasn't for it.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
I know. I know.
Sorry.
Sing the rest of it.
No, that's the only part. September. That's all I know.
I sent you the actual song one day. I was like, here are the words.
Please learn them.
Yeah. And
I have
still
not.
No. No, so remember we were talking about David with the 4 in his name, the rapper guy? With
the dead body in the...
There's a Hulu special that popped up this morning. So now they have a Hulu with all the info. So I'm going to watch that. That's not my banter. It just literally popped in my head. And since we had talked about it, if anybody wants to watch it.
I need to uncover that. But there's about 6 documentaries of cases that just came out. The Crash.
The Crash
and then
is
that,
so good.
The Maternal Instincts one.
The Crash. The Crash.
Hold on. We can't. What we're going to do is we're going to put a pin in this. And I'll have to watch them. Because I haven't seen them.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
There's nothing to spoil because I know the story. Okay. I know the whole thing.
Okay, but Maternal Instinct is what I'm saying. It's like Netflix was literally like, oh, you think this bitch is bad? Watch this. Yeah. Here comes Taylor.
Yes.
And it like, I watched it with my husband, Will, and he was like, oh, just put on whatever. I'm not going to pay attention. He was like piddling around the kitchen. He comes and sits. By the end of it, he was just staring as like didn't know
I read the story.
It's crazy.
It's fucking mad.
But watching the people it's one of the best ones I've seen in a long time since Mother God. What was that?
I think you're right, Mother of God.
Mother of God. Yeah, the story that I did hear, but like that documentary shook me, and then this one did too, really bad. Like, because they show like body cam footage from the police, and then they show it at the beginning, then they circle. It's good. Bravo. It's a sad fucking story though.
Yeah.
It shook me.
I'm sure.
Hard.
I mean, it's terrible.
Yeah.
There's nothing else I can say besides it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Like when I say it's so good, I mean it's well done and it honors the victim like
of course.
Obligatory disclaimer.
But always important to say on a podcast.
So I'm like I told you before, I'm like a little hormonal today and I'm feeling a little spicy. So I would like to have a fun debate with you.
Great.
I already told her because whoever does the story, the other one's supposed to do the banter. And I walked in. I go, you got the banter right. And the look she gave me.
She asks all the time if that's what it is. And I'm like, we have confirmed this 17 months ago.
I just wanted to poke the
bear.
We're
on year 4. And we decided this probably not that long ago, though. It was probably just like 7 months ago. We're like, we cannot be we'd walk in here with nothing to say.
Yeah.
And that back then we used to see each other every single day.
Right.
So there was like no thrilling, let me tell you this new thing. We try.
Okay. So do you think a hot dog is a taco?
No.
Why not?
Because it's a hot dog.
But why though?
Because it's a fucking hot dog.
That's all you got?
A taco is of a completely different nationality and race, if you will. It's a different ethnicity. No.
Okay. Is water actually wet? Is water wet?
Yeah.
It is?
I mean, yeah. Right?
Yeah? Is it?
I don't know. Yeah. I want to say yes. God, you're very combative. You're not like, what's your opinion? You're like, attack at it.
I'm like, say it. Say it.
Explain it. Tell me the science.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
Okay. Does a straw have one hole or two?
A straw?
Mm-hmm. Like
one.
Yeah, that was an easy one. Do you think a sandwich tastes better when you cut it diagonally? I do.
A grilled cheese, yes.
What about like a...
Nope. All my other ones I cut half.
You split it in half?
Yep.
I feel like I have to do it corner to corner.
And I make insane sandwiches.
Yours
and
are so good.
I am very serious about my sandwich game. It could be the reason my husband married me. I don't really know, but I'm not going to be upset if it is.
I
makes me a damn good sandwich.
She's got fake tits and makes a slam and Sammy. Like what?
What more could a man ever ask for?
I mean, mow the lawn and rub his feet. I'm just a winner.
Sure the fuck ain't my income. I can tell you that.
Go to our podcast page and buy us a coffee.
Literally, please.
No, kind of not kidding.
No, the grilled cheese. I feel like that is the only one that I do that way.
Okay. Is it Pop-Tart or ravioli?
Whoa. No, again.
I knew it because I knew you could.
It's not even, I'm over here like, who the fuck came up with this?
It's a fruity ravioli.
No, it is not. A ravioli is made out of pasta, which is different. No.
No,
I was then thinking, well, what is exactly in a Pop-Tart crust? Like, I don't know what's in that. If the ingredient
probably chemicals.
You are not wrong. If you made a homemade one, I want to be like pasta is made of flour and egg.
Okay.
So, and then I'm like, well, I don't know what's in a Pop-Tart crust. So you could argue the point if it has the same ingredients.
It's a dessert ravioli.
Sure.
You're right. I was thinking
maybe. I don't know. Tell me what's in a Pop-Tart.
I think I know this answer, but does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yeah, I'm cool with whatever.
But do you eat it with?
I would if it's on there. I don't order it that way.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty easygoing when it comes to pizza.
And just good. Food in general, except for what category you try to put it in. Apparently, I'm passionate about hot dog versus tacos, which I've learned today.
You were like, they are different nationalities.
They did not come from the same country.
Okay, well, I think that's it.
Good, because this is long.
I knew you were looking at me like, you were looking at me like, is this what's going to make me talk about Pop-Tarts and tacos?
I do love the Banta today.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, it's hot dog week in Owensboro. When does it start?
The 27th.
Oh, so this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
27th to July 5th.
Yeah, it's not taco week. It's hot dog week because hot dogs are not tacos. So
this is correct. And it is about to be 4th of July, so get those hot dogs on. Chew well, don't choke.
Don't choke on a hot dog.
Don't choke on a hot dog. Don't choke on any food. That's a bad way to die.
I think that's going to be my memoir name. Don't choke on a hot dog. I got nothing. Now I'm just talking to myself, boys.
I am going to start. I'm going to save her.
Save me. I'm drowning.
Okay. My works cited page comes from Wikipedia, Forensic Files Now, Murderpedia, ABC, Medium.com, the show Deadly Sins, and then an episode of 2020. I'm not going to say the name because I feel like that unravels my quilt. Let's get it started.
You are a meme.
I am.
That unravels my quilt.
It would be
it's
terrible.
It's chilly in here. Where's my shawl?
All right. So we get to start the story with a smart, beautiful couple as they meet in 1987, the wonderful year of my birth. Donna Drescher is gorgeous, just stunning. I realized I didn't save any of my photos. So I'm going to need you to do me a face. Nope. I'll show you them later. I'll do it whenever we get a second.
Okay.
Donna Drescher, and I'll make sure the photo pops up here. She's gorgeous, stunning. She's born on November 10th of 1963 in Hollywood, Florida, and was the oldest of 3 sisters. She's extremely close to her wonderful family, her mother, Sarah, and her stepfather, Ira Drescher. She also is a fucking smarty pants, and she is an operating room technician.
Okay.
So they're all, like, this is one of those families that they're all gorgeous. They all look like they smell really nice, and they have really clean homes. And they... in this time frame of 87 to like 99, they recorded everything. You know, they were just like the perfect American family to me.
They look like, so you would eat their food out of
100%.
In office potluck.
I would go to their house if they invited me for dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She goes on a blind date with Mark Winger, who was born on November 26th of 1962 in Elyria, Ohio. I don't know. Didn't care to look it up. It's Elyria. For whoever.
Elyria.
There's so much more to unpack here. I'll leave fucking how to say that.
Like you sneezed when you were typing or something.
It's weird.
Yeah.
who's smart as well. He's a nuclear engineer and everything.
Jeez.
So he's a pretty big genius. He's got a big old noggin full of brains. He had an older brother and sister and was Jewish, as was Donna.
Okay.
He's tall, has a great body, and a really kind face.
Okay.
So they hit it off on this date, and they fall madly in love, with Mark proposing just 9 months after meeting. They were married on March 4th, 1989 at Temple Solel in Hollywood. I know I'm saying that wrong, but just cringe and get over it. In Hollywood, Florida. They quickly move, though, to Springfield, Illinois, when Mark is offered a new job, and they are just over the moon. So they're young, roughly 27, 28 at the time, and they're just having the time of their lives. Donna wants to have kids so badly, but then she finds out that she can't have kids. She couldn't get pregnant. And wild story as it is, a teenager gives birth at the hospital that she works at, and they ask if they know anyone who wants to adopt a child. This seems so insane to me, like just surreal. And I'm just going to take it for what it is. Like, the family's literally explaining this on the documentary, and that's literally how it went down. A teenager,
wow.
And I did make a plan, yada yada. It seems unbelievable to me, but they're able to adopt this baby so quickly, and they received their bundle of joy on June 1st of 1995. Aww. And they name her Bailey.
Cute.
Which I saw a video of the rabbi saying that meant blessing.
Oh.
And at this point, they have been married for like 6 years for reference. Okay.
Okay.
The family's over the moon, and they record every moment with her. Her sisters and family come by, and Donna and Mark are just doting parents. Her best friend, Deanne Schultz, is in one of the videos. She's holding Bailey and super excited about this new addition to their family. Deanne is so close to Donna that her sisters call her a sister. Oh. So you can understand the closeness of the family.
I don't have anybody in my life like that.
And, well, my sister doesn't call you a sister. So that would be the closeness, that she is literally like engulfed into then their family, even though they live in different. Deanne lives in Illinois, and I don't know where her other sisters were. I don't know if they were all in Florida or
I was
not.
just being sarcastic because both of my dad and your parents basically adopted the other.
Yes. So everything is just really perfect right now. Donna takes Bailey with her to visit her family in South Florida, and they have a great week-long stay. On August 23rd, 1995, her family hires a shuttle from the airport for her, as it's like a 2-hour drive. I saw 90 minutes. I saw 2 hours. Tomato. And they want her to be able to just focus on the baby, because that's apparently what people with money do. So Roger Harrington is the driver, and he's a little bit different. On the ride, they have a lot of time to talk, and Roger gives off just bad fucking energy. He's driving erratically at high speeds, and he's tossing way too much fucking crazy at her. He talks about having sex parties, hits on her, invites her to one.
Wait,
he talks about orgies.
This turned real quick.
Yes, it did.
So just gets in it, and is she by herself? Who's she with?
She's with her baby.
Her and the baby. Okay,
yes.
Got it.
So he, as I mentioned, he had talked about the orgies and everything, and then he talks about Dom. And this is a spirit that tells him to do bad things like murder, bombs, mutilation, and just fucking stressing and creeping her out.
I'm creeped out.
It's insane.
I'd be like, I have to pee, pull over at that Buc-ee's, and call the police.
And she feels threatened, and she's obviously ready to get out of the vehicle. So when she gets home, of course, she tells Mark about this, and he's like, okay, write it all down so that we have evidence of exactly what happened, fresh in your mind. Smart move from Mark.
Very smart.
And I'll call the service, and I'll put in a complaint about it, because absolutely fuck this shit, bro. Yeah. She also calls, I think, her mom or her sister. She calls Deanne. Either way, she communicates what happened on that shuttle bus drive.
How could you not?
Yeah. Well, just 6 days later, on August 29th, 1995, the unthinkable happens. Mark calls 911 in a panic. He states that he shot a man who was killing his wife. So he states that he was downstairs on the treadmill when he hears noise upstairs, because he's upstairs. He goes into his bedroom first for whatever reason. He goes into the master bedroom, and he finds Bailey there. So she's 3 months old.
I was going to say,
she is not, they got the baby right then, 3 months, very small amount of time.
Yeah.
And he was like, she wouldn't just leave her in the room. That's bizarre.
No.
And so he grabs his gun that's in that bedroom, and he heads downstairs. There, whenever he comes into the living room, he finds a man beating his wife in the head with a hammer. What? And he shoots him in the head twice with a .45 caliber semi-automatic handgun. They're both barely alive when the ambulance gets there, and sadly, they both perish on the ride to the hospital.
Ugh.
Donna had been hit in the head no less than 7 times.
What?
Mark asks who the man is.
Right.
And the cops kind of like avoided the answering the question per se at the time. He ends up getting his ID out of his bag and he knows who the person is, but he's not willing to state in this moment after this man just shot him, an intruder in the home. And eventually he asks, is it Roger?
Right.
And yeah, the creepy bus driver.
Stop.
Or the shuttle bus driver.
Yeah.
And that is when the cop confirms that, yes, the attacker was Roger Harrington.
Oh my God.
So it's an unthinkable tragedy. Her parents are floored, not understanding how she could be murdered. This concept is so beyond anything they could ever fucking imagine. The statements are that she was killed in retaliation over the complaint as he was suspended from work. Bizarre. He had been mentally ill and obviously unstable, so they barely took a second look at the crime scene or any other pieces of the puzzle. Also, what I think really sucked in this point too is that the cops knew Roger before because he had been violent. He was volatile, I'll say. I don't want to say violent, but he was volatile. Yeah. And so he was kind of marked in their mind as somebody who could have actually done this.
Yeah.
And especially whenever they walk in, they realize who it is from like appearance. They knew.
Fuck that shuttle company though. They like.
I agree.
If he tells a stranger that, what do you think he tells his coworkers? Like they had to have known.
Yes.
Anyway. Okay.
Well, that almost makes me want to. I think I'm gonna eat this whole little part, and I'm gonna put it over to the side.
What?
And I'm gonna so the news eats this up, and Mark mourns. He is a hero in the eyes of everyone around him. He's mourning in a different way. I guess he is drinking a bit more. He's going to bars. He's still a young man, but he now has a 3-month-old baby on his own. Mm-hmm. And on all the ways that the family's trying to understand his coping, it's tragic. It's so hard. We'll let that go. He ends up, I guess, seeing Pulp Fiction. And one of the sisters of Donna, knew that he had watched it, and they were like, that's just so wild to want to watch a violent movie after you had shot a man in your home, the home that he ends up still living in for quite some time, which is, I couldn't imagine. But also, you're going through, you're burying your wife and now you're supposed to fucking just move.
Yeah. Everybody grieves differently. So I get that, but also flashbacks. I don't know. I personally could not.
I could not either.
No, I'd be like, burn the fucking house down. I don't care.
I agree.
Yeah.
Donna's parents suggest that maybe he should get a nanny to help with raising Bailey, who's just 3 months old at the time, as I said. And again, this is just the saddest shit ever. Donna was so excited to be a mother, and her parents were so thrilled to be grandparents. Right. And there just wasn't enough time for Donna and Bailey to be together. Yeah. She had no time at all. Right. No time at all.
3 months ain't shit.
Nothing. And that was June 1st to August 23rd.
That's so sad.
5 months after his wife's murder, he hires the young and beautiful Rebecca Simic, who's 23 years old and recently graduated from college. She's the kindest woman. Honestly, Donna's family kind of wanted to dislike her a little bit because she was young and pretty. The mom was like, ooh, I was a little nervous because I saw how just kind of stunning she is. And she really, really is beautiful. She was so good to Bailey and was basically a saving grace to the entire situation. There are countless videos of her taking care of Bailey on the phone with Donna's mom, trying to get Bailey to say hi, even though she's too young to say hi. And it was really heartwarming. Yeah. It appears that, honestly, Rebecca had, recorded everything. And I don't know if she was recording everything for Mark or for Donna's family back home. Right. But she had a camera on a lot at that time, too, which to me, I didn't realize people were recording like that because we didn't grow up with having the money to buy those things. Right. To me, that was you had money if you had a tape recorder, video tape recorder.
Yeah. Yeah. But they were the big news camera ones.
Well, not then. It was
95.
95. They were that big.
They were so
They were the hand
huge.
Ones.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't an iPhone. She was a live-in nanny, and she explained how hard it was to not just play house with Mark. Really, as they're basically raising this child together. She's living there. Right. Of course, what do you think happens?
As soon as you said nanny, I'm like, here we do go.
They fall in love and they're banging it out. She said she wasn't careful, as Mark had said that he couldn't have kids. Interesting enough. Being that it was Donna who couldn't have the kids. And this was just months in after being hired. And within the year of his wife's death, he got her pregnant. Yeah. When he tells Donna's parents, he's like, I have really exciting news. And Donna's mom is like, what is your definition of exciting?
Yeah.
She didn't say. She was just like, what the hell?
That's quick.
Yes.
I feel like that's too quick.
And Rebecca had said Mark was so excited and like he was thrilled to have a child. Like he was so excited about it. And Rebecca obviously like kind of felt like it was her fault because she wasn't taking her birth control regularly. She
didn't think she had to.
Yeah, she literally was like, I was not doing my due diligence. I'll be the first one to say that. And again, her family is like, what the fuck? Donna's family is like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, and he ain't doing his due diligence either.
And they want to hate her as she basically stepped in and took over their sister and daughter's life. But again, she's a good woman.
It's not her fault.
And kind and loving, and they cannot bring themselves in any situation to dislike her or have any negative feelings.
Right.
So Mark is trying hard to get Rebecca to marry him, and she eventually says yes. Rebecca is Christian, and Mark converts and drops his entire religion, which is Jewish, and I just do not feel like that's one you get to drop easily.
Yeah.
It's not Scientology. I will, of course, say that. But Judaism is just not one that you denounce so easily. And so he tells his rabbi, because his rabbi's like, what? His rabbi's like, what the fuck? No. He's like, I just don't understand.
Yeah.
And he goes, Judaism is just too difficult and unforgiving. And his rabbi's like, what do you mean? I don't understand. And he just didn't respond. What? So during this time too, Deanne, Donna's best friend, right?
Yeah. What did she think about all this?
She is trying to stay in Bailey's life, and she felt like she was trying to be a part of Bailey's life. But Rebecca was also like, she was really flirty with Mark.
Oh.
And she felt weird about it, but essentially let it go. Now, they end up eloping in Hawaii, and Mark drifts away from Donna's family. 16 months after the murder, he sells his house, and they buy one outside of town in this gorgeous area with land and a pond or a lake. I don't know. I'm the only person that's annoyed with not knowing if it was a pond or a lake. It was a small body of water.
I don't even know the difference.
Water flows through a lake, a pond. Okay, it was a pond.
Oh,
there we go.
Look at that.
There we go. And Rebecca just starts cranking out kids. Literally one every year.
No.
Basically. Mm-mm. They now have 4 kids.
Oof.
And 4 kids, including Bailey.
Yeah.
And she's just so happy, and they're the proudest of parents, and he is just an amazing dad. Like, they are living an idyllic life.
Sounds like it.
Mark eventually files a civil lawsuit against the company who hired Roger, and they were digging into that case around this time as well. So Rebecca believes he deserves that. He should get anything he can get if they hired a man, just exactly what you said. Why the fuck did they hire this guy? Like, they should have known. And so he goes after them for more money. And she believes that, they should be held accountable.
Yeah.
Donna's family is having the hardest time, as you can imagine. And they just wanted to be in Bailey's life. They were so excited to be grandparents. And that was like, even though it was an adopted daughter, it was still a piece of Donna.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And one day, Sarah gets this letter from Mark saying that she could not be called grandma.
What?
Sarah is Donna's mom.
Yeah.
She wrote him back and begged him, please let her call me grandma. And he said, I'm sorry. There's no way I'm going to allow her to call you grandma. And that's just is what it is.
You're throwing out some red flags.
Some red flags. They were mourning all over again because now they lost their granddaughter.
Right.
It's unbelievable. So quick, it seems like.
Mm-hmm.
So now in February of 1999, 3.5 years after the murders of Donnah Winger and Roger Harrington, Deanne ends up bumping into Rebecca and Mark at the hospital where Mark went whenever he wasn't feeling well. She is glaring at them. And her life has been a complete mess after Donna's death. She had tried to commit suicide multiple times. And her marriage had ended and she was in a bad place. So she had confided with her friend Donna whenever she was alive that her and her husband were just not doing well. And somehow, I don't really understand the why in this, but Mark was trying to help them kind of reconciliate to some degree. So they were aware that that marriage was essentially imploding at the time.
Yeah.
And so what I'm gonna go back to my other page now.
Okay.
I think is what I'm gonna say.
You think you're gonna do it?
So things that should have been seen at the crime scene. Okay, because I feel like you've already kind of started feeling some feelings, and now I'm going to tell you some things that should have been seen.
Okay.
Here are the red, glaring red What the absolute fuck, you Springfield, Illinois Police Department? They should have seen this, but they didn't take much note of it.
I mean, outside looking in, why would they? From what you said about...
Get ready, and you're going to say, wow.
Okay.
The pack of cigarettes on the table were Roger's, and he also had a yellow coffee mug that he brought in. On that same table, there was a note in his car that said Mark Winger with his address and the time of 4:30 p.m. There were multiple weapons he had in his vehicle, though he chose to use the hammer that was in the living room that Mark said he was placed there because he was supposed to hang something up in the living room. But he had a modified tire iron and a knife in his vehicle. Okay. The fact that his car was parked the wrong way on the street and against traffic, just the way his car was parked, was off-putting.
Yeah, because that draws attention.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes. And the fact that the bodies were lying in different directions. And Roger wasn't even close enough to her to have done it.
Wait a minute.
We'll get in. So Deanne Schultz, right? So that is Donna's best friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she was also Mark Winger's mistress.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Man, what a bitch.
She was fucking her best friend's husband while she too was married. Yeah. Yeah. So she goes to the police and she tells them, so this is 3.5 years later, fuck you. I'll get to there, but fuck you. She goes to the police and she tells them about how they were fucking everywhere they could, basically. And that at one point he had said, it would just be easier if Donna was dead.
No.
And, like, what if you walked in and you found her body? And supposedly she's like, I thought it was bullshit and I'm not doing any of that, but I'm gonna keep fucking him.
She's like, nope, that's where I draw the line. Adultery.
Yep. So after that weird shuttle ride, after I'm sure some post-coitus bliss, he says to Deanne, I just need to get that driver to my house.
What? Okay, I don't have any words.
Yeah, so even after the murders, right?
Right.
Deanne is still fucking him.
Stop. I told
yes.
you. I told you my fangs were out today, and then you tell me this fucking story.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was banging him when he hired Rebecca. And then he was like, nah, bro, I think we're done.
After he hires Pretty Nanny.
Yep. Jilted lover then? That she wasn't the one to replace her best friend? Like,
that is...
So that means that after she was pretty sure he killed her best friend and this innocent dude. Man.
Yeah.
She still wanted to replace Donna and was still fucking him.
That is trash. Beyond measure.
Beyond measure. She is a cunt. She is a massive fucking cunt for not going to the police before this and waiting all of those years. And then only doing it because she saw him together with his young, pretty wife in a happy family and she couldn't cope with it.
Wow. Oh my God.
A chance encounter at a hospital because he was feeling sick.
I'm done.
So she had gone.
I'm done. Where's the eject button? I'm done with this.
I don't blame you.
That'd be like you doing... No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Could you imagine?
No. Imagine the family and all of this stuff.
She is trash. They're both trash.
Oh my gosh. So much trash happening. And so apparently she had gone up to him like in the parking lot. Deanna had gone up to Mark in the parking lot at the hospital. Yeah. She's like, how do you even live with yourself? And he's like, I'm a born again Christian, so I'm forgiven.
One of those.
One of fucking those.
One of those.
Wonderboy Media is not only the proud producer of this glorious magic imploring your ear holes right now, but they're also a big deal.
Get in touch with them today to make all of your dreams a freaking reality.
From using their bangin' ass podcast studio,
where we are right now,
to creating amazing videos and editing our content like the mystical mavericks they are.
Your podcast can go further when you have a Wonder Boy.
Hit up Drew today at WBOYmedia.com.
Or text him day or night at 270.
Just kidding.
Does your face look like a mugshot lately?
then it is officially time for you to visit Hetef Aesthetics in Owensboro, Kentucky or Nashville, Tennessee.
That's right. Go see our girl Amber Teasley and her team because they'll have your face and your skin look like a damn filter.
And their staff is absolutely amazing. It's like a mini Botox party, which personally is my favorite. You leave looking fresher and you don't have a hangover.
Another good thing is that if you go in there and you tell them that a couple of Sassholes sent you, you get 15% off of everything.
That's unbelievable. So if you have been considering getting that glow up and making that ex jealous, it's time. I'm like, oh, so in the Jewish, that's why. Oh, because if he became a Christian, then he could be forgiven. But if he was Jewish, he was not forgiven. Trash. Fuck you, Dan. Fuck you. And be better.
Yeah.
So once she comes forward, the police are like, well, fuck. We fucked up.
Man, I'm going to take a shot every time you say
this is the fuck episode. So they go to get the evidence and she gone. The evidence is not in the police department. Where might it be? Oh, not only after all this, Mark was suing the company that hired Roger.
Even though okay.
Yes. Well, that attorney for that civil case, they ended up having it. And so they realized all the things they missed. So on top of that, so there's 2 detectives that are on the documentary for 2020, which was called The Perfect Lie.
Oh.
It came out April 16th of 2021 for you to find it. Unbelievable. And the lieutenant, he basically was like, so I grabbed the evidence and the attorney was like, do you want these Polaroids? And he goes, to make sure I didn't sound stupid. I said, yeah, sure. He didn't know about them. He never knew about the 3 Polaroids that were taken. Those 3 Polaroids are the Polaroids that were taken by one of the cops who entered the building and just happened to have the camera on him and took him from the door when he walked in.
When he walked into the scene?
Yes. They weren't crime scene photos.
It was just like, oh.
He was like, I have a Polaroid on me. I'll hurry up and snap 3 quick photos of the bodies where they were, like, because they were still trying to save him, right? They were still breathing.
Okay.
So they were just taken fast before they were removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And okay.
We'll talk about that little part. So the reinvestigation turned away from Winger's charm and told the physics and towards the physics of the room. The evidence didn't just contradict his story, it rendered it impossible.
Yeah, there's no way.
So once more, guys, if the police at all, in any way, shape or form, in any capacity, would have opened their fucking eyeballs.
Just looking at it.
Let me also say this that I forgot to mention. Remember that letter that she had written with everything that Roger had done on that call?
Yes.
Or in the shuttle?
Mm-hmm.
It was hanging up on the fridge. So they found that whenever they came in, when this whole thing happened. And it basically, to me, they didn't care to look anywhere else. They were like, she literally explained how this whole thing happened.
But even us that we're not trained police officers, if we see something like that, you and I would be like,
the first thing I would have thought from the bodies.
That's what I'm saying.
And then whenever they go through the photos, then realizing the other items. So we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So obviously the appointment. There was an appointment. In Roger's car, police found a bank deposit slip with Mark's name and the time 4:30. Harrington was not an intruder. He had been lured there for a meeting. Yes, Mark had called the place and requested he come to their house to discuss the situation, perhaps to apologize to Donna for what she had said. I don't know. To me, this job could not have possibly paid enough for me to go to that house. Go Roger for going.
No. Like it sounds like he had some mental health issues, but like the company should not have been like, you should go talk to these people. You pissed them off. Like, how about you?
They're not going to use your shuttle service again. Who fucking cares?
Yeah,
how many people need that many rides to and from the fucking airport? Come on.
This is sad.
It is.
And infuriating at the same time.
So then the Polaroids. So the first responder, it was a first responder. It wasn't even a cop. My bad on that one. It was first responder. The photo showed Harrington and Donna lying in the same direction.
Mm.
So Roger had claimed that Harrington fell backward, landing with his feet near Donna's head. The physics of the lie essentially proved the bodies were in the exact opposite positions of where they should have been if Mark were actually telling the truth. Get ready for this one.
No.
Get locked and loaded, sister. So the 911 call.
Oh, I bet
The
it's
recording
awful.
picked up Roger moaning in the background during the 5-minute gap between the shots. So Mark had sat in the room with a dying man and his battered wife, waiting for the right moment to finish the job, because the 911 dispatcher heard the moaning and said, "Is he alive?" And he's like, "I don't know. He's making strange noises." And then he's like, "My baby's crying. I'll call you back," and hangs up the phone.
Stop it.
There's no sound of a baby crying. He then shot Roger in the head the second time, killing him. Of course.
Let me call you back. My wife was... Shut up.
My baby's crying.
Yeah. Shut up.
Of course, the blood splatter also proved this. They just didn't look at it until then. Because no fucking shit, motherfucker.
They just talked to this dude and he was smart. So he just...
Smart, civil engineer, done time in the military.
Right. Why would you think that? That's what I said.
He didn't have blood all over him.
Outside.
Wonder whatever happened to those clothes.
You gonna tell me?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That was just one of the things. Like, I remember watching the news, like the videos that showed him just distraught outside of his house, and obviously he's blood free. But if they never once looked at him, he could have literally just thrown them in the upstairs hamper.
Yeah, that's
and they weren't going to look.
They didn't look.
No.
And wait. Pause real quick. He didn't have any blood on him?
No. I mean, he had whatever was like holding wife touching.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But not that I bludgeoned somebody in the head with a hammer 7 times and the spray's in my mouth and on my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I was just curious.
Good point.
I'm like, if it's your wife and you would literally like fall to pieces.
Yes.
If you didn't fucking do it.
Yes. If you actually fucking cared.
Yeah.
And then poor Roger Harrington, whose name had been dragged through the absolute shitter, was the second victim of a double homicide. So this poor man, for 4 years, his entire hometown hated him. They had ripped him apart in the news. They had just attacked him.
Yeah.
And his family, his mom, and I think it was his brother. They were just like, they were like, Dom was this creepy mask he had. And even my kids would be like, "What is up with that?" He goes, "It's just a mask. It's just pretend. I just have it there to scare people." Oh my God. Oh my God. You ever have one just like slap you right in the mouth mid-sentence? Because I just did.
No.
You're welcome.
Is my face putting you to sleep?
I guess so. No, yeah. So when the cops realized everything too, that same cop who was like, "I didn't want to look stupid," like he was so transparent. Like, so transparent. He was sick over it. He was like, "I couldn't believe that we ruined a man's name, made him a murderer when he was a victim." Right. And it was sickening.
Well, at least they admit
sickening.
It's really rare on those shows though, where they come. You don't see it very often. It happens, but like you don't see it very often where the law enforcement people are like, "We messed up." Yeah. Like, and that so. Bravo to him. It's sad,
and then the second they look at it all and they're like, "You fucking dumb bitches." Like those men, and I'm sure some females of that police department completely felt like they didn't sleep. They didn't sleep for a few nights. I'm sure of it. They look back at it all the time.
Or they didn't drop the ball. They weren't even at the game.
I will say this though: they then do everything in their power to retract and reverse and attack.
Good.
So in December of 1999, Mark Winger is the official suspect of the murders because duh.
Yeah.
Now they're gathering evidence at this point, okay? We're going to have a time gap here.
Okay.
Rebecca did know that he was being investigated because the Springfield State Journal Register ran an article based on allegations in the civil lawsuit that Mark had actually arranged the murder himself and killed both his wife and Roger Harrington. Mm-hmm. The allegations were based on a blood splatter expert hired by BART Transportation in the case. So BART Transportation, that they were being sued in that civil case, they are the ones that they're like, "Fuck this. You want to come after us and our company?" Yeah. We hired people, and just from the blood splatter alone, he didn't do it. So of course that civil suit gets dropped.
Yeah, but it did. But what okay, tell me what the nanny thinks. That's what I know you're gonna get there. Okay.
Rebecca had been confused about it, but didn't think they had anything on him because so much time was passing. Like that was December of 1999. Like at some point in there, that story ran, which I think it was a little bit earlier. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was December of 1999. We're getting into 2001.
I mean, that's the sad part is shit takes time to.
She was like nothing, and they needed a solid case.
Right.
So like nothing in that experience. Like Rebecca was like, he was an amazing dad. He never got short with the kids. He didn't abuse us. There's nothing in there for me to believe it. So I just figured they had it wrong. Like if you're telling me it's over blood splatter, I am sure he did not murder his wife.
Yeah, I mean, that would still be hard. I'd be like, well, why are they even looking at you then, though?
They had to because of the civil case.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like, from her perspective, I don't know.
He was the only other person in the house, right?
Yeah.
So, and they had to go into, they had to dig into it. And so they're like, well, maybe she thinks that they're just trying to do whatever they can so they don't have to pay out.
I mean, oh, that's fair.
You know? Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like, they must have had it wrong. Until August 23rd, 2001, exactly 6 years to the day after the murder, Mark Winger is arrested at his job. And there was no they did not mean to arrest him that day. That was the day that the papers were signed.
Wow.
Kismet, if you will.
Yeah.
Now I saw when I saw the Deadly Sins one, they said that he was looking out the window when the cops like pulled up and that he ran and hid under a desk of in a different office. And I don't know if that was true because they didn't mention it in the 2021, but it was hilarious to consider in the Deadly Sins one. So I don't know. They could have, dramatized that for TV.
You know what? I'm going to dramatize it for me because I hope he hid
Pussy
like
bitch.
A little bitch baby.
Yes.
I hope he hid.
Agreed. Mark's secretary is the one who calls Rebecca and she told her the news while she's loading up all the kids to go play at McDonald's play place. Like back in the day when you could actually go do that. And she's just numb and terrified and horrified.
I bet she is.
She felt like she owed it to her kids to stand by him, and she did the best she could. Bailey was 6 years old when he was arrested, and she had so many kids. My God. The youngest was 1 when he was arrested.
Oh, my God. So she had 4 kids. Her husband gets arrested for killing his former wife.
And a stranger.
Yeah.
Her pain and sadness is another loss in all of this.
Right.
For her and her kids. Like,
6 years old.
You're so sad from Donna's family side and everything they had to see and witness and just like losing that child.
Yeah. Which
once more, I will be the person to say it was 3 months and it wasn't Donna's birth child. That is sad. Mm-hmm. And they lost their daughter.
Yeah.
Like take that and sister. Take the sheer loss of Donna in that.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that like Rebecca's entire life, everything she's built, the father of her children, her house, her livelihood, her income.
I know. I was thinking of all that.
All of it was around him. And Bailey loved her dad. He was a great dad.
Yeah. And the kids don't understand. No. And she's already lost her mom.
Like, which she never had no memory of.
Yeah. But still, like as she gets older, though, she'll be like.
Once more.
Yeah.
But she had no memory of her.
But this she will.
Yes. Yes. She had no memory of her mom or her grandparents either. So she only knew Rebecca and Mark.
Right.
Which just also solidifies how fucking sad it is.
Mm-hmm.
During the trial, retired detective Jim Graham said, which I believe this is a guy who was just so transparent. It's our belief that Roger comes to the house. He's allowed into the home because once more, can we mention that there was no forced entry?
Yeah. What? Okay.
He goes, there was no signs of forced entry and he was executed at the time. As soon as he walks in, he gets shot in the head. God. Hearing the gunshot, Donnah Winger then comes from the bedroom where she was with her baby to investigate. And he then beats his wife to death with a hammer. He then calls 911. The trial lasted about 3 weeks in May and June of 2002 in Sangamon County. Since there was no confession, no witness to the murders, and no DNA proving Mark Winger had actually committed them, the prosecution built its case almost entirely on circumstantial evidence. The argument was that, taken together, the evidence pointed overwhelmingly to Mark as the only person who could have orchestrated the killings. So let's talk about the prosecution's case. So prosecutors argued that Mark had two motives. He wanted out of his marriage to Donnah. He was having an affair with Deanne Schultz, Donna's best friend, and wanted a new life with her. Imagine Deanne again. That all of this happened and she thought she was going to be with him. And then he finds someone younger and prettier and then starts having a kid 7 minutes after. They claimed Mark saw Donna's frightening shuttle ride with Roger Harrington as the perfect opportunity to create a believable suspect. That is how you know he's smart. Yeah. I have to say, this was smart.
I mean, yeah, the fact that that poor guy too, like he was just.
It was smart, but also very poorly executed.
Yeah.
They were like, why would Roger walk in there to murder somebody?
And knock on the door. And then.
With a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
With nothing in his hands but a cup of coffee and a pack of cigs.
I mean.
Yeah. Their key evidence included the affair with Deanne Schultz, who testified that she and Mark had been romantically involved before Donna's death. She also testified that Mark had said he wished Donnah would die, and after hearing about Roger, remarked, "I've got to get that driver in my house." Damning evidence. Damning. Evidence. Roger's appointment. A note in Roger's car contained Mark's address and all of those details I told you, completely contradicting Mark's claim that Roger arrived unexpectedly.
He showed up, parked the wrong way, brought some coffee, knocked on the door, and then did all that.
Yeah. I also love how he just assumed he could rip cigs in their house, but whatever.
Might have been a long, stressful meeting. Yeah.
I mean, he knew he was going in to get his ass reamed.
Yeah. I would have been like, no, I'm not going.
I would have never fought. You couldn't pay me $1 million. So, I mean, money's hard.
He's a better man than I.
Agreed. It just shows kind of how great the dude was. He's like, dude, if I'm going to get my ass shoot out, I'll go.
I'll just go over there.
My bad for hitting on your wife. I'm sorry. Right. Now, the blood spatter experts testified that Donna's body position and blood patterns did not match Mark's account of a violent struggle at all.
Right.
Roger's belongings. Once more, he entered the home carrying only a coffee mug and cigarettes, while more obvious weapons remained in his car, making the prosecution's theory that he came for a conversation more plausible than a revenge attack.
Yeah.
And then the medical evidence. The injuries and timing of the gunshots were presented as being inconsistent with Mark's version of events. Let's just say that's a hearty meal. That is so much information. There's so much there.
That's a lot.
That is a smorgasbord.
Yeah. And like you said that it took them 2 years to get it because
they already closed oh my God, I can't believe I forgot to tell you this.
What?
Oh my God, I can't believe I didn't write this in.
Okay.
Whoa. My bad. My apologies. It's like baking cookies and forgetting the baking soda. The fact that Mark went back to the police department and that the police people there, felt that this was weird. He came back, I think 5 months after the murders. The case was closed, right?
Yeah,
they all said it was Roger.
Right.
No question.
Yeah.
So he came back to get his gun first, and I understood this.
Okay.
As a gun owner, I don't know. I bought my gun with my husband. So
yeah, but if you shot somebody with it
to defend my husband who ended up dying.
Yeah,
I bought it with my husband and he helped me pick it out. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
But they thought it was weird that he would want the gun back that reminded him of the worst absolute day of his life.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, that's chalk it up to, I don't want that shit.
Right.
Not that one.
I agree.
Yeah.
And so while he's there, he had also been like, so is the case closed? Are you guys looking into anything else? And just want to see. And they're like, the case has so obviously been closed.
If it was still open, they wouldn't give him his gun back. First of all.
Exactly. You asking this is bizarre.
He's poking around.
And so I heard that he came back twice. Like, I don't know if it was once for the gun and then the second time to ask. But he was definitely just ensuring that the case was closed and that they weren't digging into anything.
They're like,
else.
so like, you know, when you say a word twice, so it's like closed.
Yeah.
It's like not just close, it's like close.
Like you have the box in like the old evidence locker,
Yeah.
not the cold, you know? I just want to know, where is the evidence box?
I just want to know. Fuck this guy.
But then on top of that, he's suing a company in a civil suit. And it's just like,
he's an idiot. If he
you're literally making a group come in and investigate a company,
a big company
with money and attorneys and hours that they log, and
they don't give a fuck about you. Those companies have lawyers on retainer,
and you're literally proving, and their job is to prove that Roger didn't do it. You dumb fuck.
I know. You know what the sad part about all this is that, well, besides the deaths, of course,
everything is
duh, yeah. But if he would have just not been greedy, he probably would have gotten away with it.
He wouldn't have, because DN came through.
Oh yeah, because
so they were already, so on one side these civil lawsuit attorneys were investigating. That's why the evidence was gone and with them.
Yeah.
So until DN came forward, did the police department start investigating?
Yeah, because they would have eventually crossed. Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. They wrote that it wasn't true from just the blood splatter. Splatter.
Man. Is it spatter or splatter?
It's spatter.
I always want to know.
That's why I keep saying it wrong.
What?
Is it spatter or splatter?
I don't know.
Is it spatter? Which is probably why it doesn't make sense when I say blood splatter.
But blood, Bud's flat. I'm done. I quit.
Where's the phone?
Where I have my phone. You can keep going.
Okay,
I'll look it up.
I'm gonna, everyone take a sip of your coffee. Take a sip of your coffee, because I need to look this up right now.
Yeah, what did Dexter say he was?
Oh no, you look that up. I need to show you a photo of Donna.
Oh, I thought you.
No.
Okay, this is Google time.
I'm giving photos real quick. That's Donna.
Oh,
so pretty, and she was like all
so
tiny
nice.
and tan, and like just a cute baby. And then that's Mark.
Oh, he didn't deserve her.
I saw him shirtless in a video. He kind of did.
Well, I already know.
I know, but shirtless, homeboy was doing it.
I ain't barking up that tree.
I understand. But I was watching it this morning with my husband, and I was like, I just don't understand how he got so many hot women. Deanne was hot.
Yeah.
All of them were hot and thin and so pretty. And I was like, how did he get it? Because I really don't get it. And then there was a video of him shirtless. And I was like,
well, then he's a butterface, because it's like he just has a generic face.
You are right.
Like, it's nothing. I would forget it in 5 minutes.
And that was Rebecca.
Oh,
yeah, she's so sweet. So I need to remember where I was on this. Blood splatter.
I got distracted.
We're gonna find out.
Up.
I totally don't blame you.
Edge of your seat.
I'm gonna take a sip of water.
It says both words refer to blood stains, but spatter is the science. Spatter with no
Spatter.
L.
Okay.
Is forensically and scientifically accurate. Splatter is a large splash of liquid. Spatter is specifically blood particles.
Thank you.
Do you want me to cite my sword? I'm kidding.
That was wonderful. Okay. So the defense case. Let's get into that. And Mark did not testify because he's a piece of shit.
Was he hiding under a desk again?
Right. Should have been.
Baby.
The attorneys argued that Roger Harrington had a documented history of mental illness and erratic behavior. Donna had been genuinely frightened by him after the shuttle ride. Roger came to the house seeking revenge over the complaint. Mark acted in self-defense after discovering Roger attacking Donna.
With a random hammer that he didn't know was going to be in the living room.
Correct.
Okay, got it. Okay.
The defense also challenged the prosecution's reconstruction of the crime scene and questioned the reliability of the expert testimony. So they're coming after the blood spatter specialist.
Yeah.
Also stating that the bodies were moved upon arrival by the paramedics. Though that was a first responder, i.e. a paramedic, who took the photos upon arrival.
Correct.
The verdict. After deliberating for only a few hours, the jury found Mark Winger guilty of the first-degree murder of Donna Winger and guilty of the first-degree murder of Roger Harrington. He was later sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Woo!
Now, there wasn't one smoking gun in this one. Instead, the jurors heard a series of facts that fit together. Mark had a clear motive. He had secretly been involved with Donna's best friend.
Ugh.
He had been Roger had been invited to the house despite Mark denying any meeting. The physical evidence didn't support Mark's story, and witnesses described incriminating statements Mark had made before the killings. I mean, clear cut.
Yeah.
Fucking wrap it up, put a bow on it, get a tag, give it to Santa. You know?
Nerd. Wrap it up and give it to Santa.
I can't.
You're so funny.
I don't know. The prosecution argued that Mark carefully staged the scene to look like a heroic act of self-defense, and the jury ultimately agreed that this explanation fit the evidence better than Mark's account.
Yeah.
Then in 2005, while incarcerated in the Tams Correctional Center, Mark befriended another inmate.
Okay.
You didn't want him to die?
No, I didn't. If you said that he hung himself,
He died just 4 years later. No.
I was gonna walk out. I was done.
I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
Prosecutors said that Mark believed this inmate had connections to people on the outside who could carry out murders for money. And boy, did he want to murder more people.
Oh, did he go after his
This
ex?
son of a bitch. What Mark didn't know is that the inmate went to the prison officials instead of agreeing to the plan, and so authorities then recorded the conversations as part of the investigation.
Do they play it on the thing?
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
I didn't hear it.
I'm gonna watch this episode and then I'm gonna look it up.
Should
I have to.
Tantalizing, and all you do is what I can say happens is you fall madly in love with Rebecca and madly in love with Sarah and Donna's parents and Ira.
Yeah,
you really fall in love with their families.
Yeah.
And like they have great teeth, like just lots of great teeth, smiley faces, teeth. Man. So according to the prosecutors, he wanted to kill 2 people.
Wait, can I guess? Oh, that was my first guess.
I knew you were gonna say Deanne Schultz. Yeah, you can guess the second one, but give me 2 seconds.
No, you already took my guess.
Because she testified against him, and it was the most damaging statement. So he blamed her for the reason that he was convicted and wanted her dead. Can you guess anyone?
Not Rebecca. No, I don't know.
I'm going to say it. Jeffrey Gelman.
Who was that? That was my guess.
He was a childhood friend. Imagine this. Homie was angry that Gelman refused to post the $1 million bond after his arrest. What? And he said that he originally wanted them to kidnap Jeffrey for a ransom, and then later decided he just wanted him killed instead.
What? So he's like, hey, friend. And the guy's like, no. And then he's like, oh, cool, I'm going to kill you because you don't want to post that.
$1 million too, of all dollar amounts.
And then
guys.
they do 10%, so $100,000. Like if you go to a bail bonds place, they usually have to put down 10% cash. I watch a lot of prison shows. So
yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah, but still though, $100,000? No, stay in there and rot, fool.
When there's evidence, motherfucker.
Like, you're a murderer, so I'm good. Thanks.
So the investigators had captured conversations in which Mark discussed paying for the murders, how the killing should be carried out,
God.
and his desire for revenge against both intended victims.
Wow.
Those recordings became the centerpiece of the prosecution's case in the solicitation trial. There was also apparently a 19-page document that he had written all of this shit.
19 pages? Well, I guess he ain't got nothing else to do.
No, you ain't lying.
He's like, you know what? I'm just going to plan
very
this.
Detailed. Very, very detailed.
He's trying to use his engineer brain.
So then in June 2007,
Seving? That was a good year.
Yeah. 7. Fucking Mark Winger was convicted of solicitation of murder for the prison plot. The judge added 35 years to existing sentence of life without parole. Practically speaking, the additional sentence doesn't affect when he was going to be released because he was already serving life without parole.
Yeah.
But it reflected the seriousness of trying to orchestrate more killings from prison. So it was like, ain't no point, homie ain't never getting out, but we're going to make sure that he understands. We're going to leave his dead body there for 35 years.
I kind of wish they would after hearing this shit. Like, 35 additional. I wish they would do something else. Like, well, you don't get a blanket for 35 years or something. Like,
you don't get a bed.
Yeah,
you don't get to sleep on a bed. You're gonna sleep on the concrete.
Yeah, it's like he did. Like, you got to pop him on the nose like a puppy.
I like that. I like that idea.
Just
you
something
lose
that's
lunch.
small. Yeah, you know what? You don't get toilet paper.
You lose. No, I do not want to deal with that one. That just offends the people who have to clean everything. I'm like, you don't get lunch anymore. That'll save more taxpayer dollars.
There you go.
Yeah.
No commissary.
Right? No tampons for you.
No tampons for you.
The fallout of Mark Winger's crimes left a trail of obviously living victims.
Yeah.
Rebecca Simic was left to navigate bankruptcy and foreclosure.
Oh, no.
Eventually changing her children's last name to her own and moving away away to Bailey. Oh, sorry. And moving away, of course, with Bailey, eventually found, wow. I wrote this sentence so fucked up, so I'm just going to redo that. Okay. Let's see. Rebecca Simic was left to navigate bankruptcy and foreclosure. She eventually changed her children's last name to her own. And then Bailey, of course, the child who was the center of this storm, eventually found her way back to the Dreschers, which was Donna's family, reconnecting with a family that had never stopped sending her birthday cards to a granddaughter they were forbidden to name. And poor sweet Bailey would always ask who they were. She was like, who's Ira and Sarah? And Rebecca would always tell them. Like every year she was like, it's your mom's grandparent, like they're your mom's parents.
See, she's sweet. Rebecca's
she is.
sweet.
She was so sweet.
Yeah.
Today, Donna's Fund provides a legacy of safety for victims of domestic violence. And Rebecca has devoted much of her work to supporting children and families affected by parental incarceration.
Wow.
Including her kids. Her kids work these with them because they're the kids whose dad is in jail.
God.
After experiencing firsthand what it was like to raise children whose father was in prison, she became involved in advocacy and support efforts for those families.
Wow.
She obviously divorced Mark, and now the kid's last name, as I mentioned, is Simic. That is the tragic story of Donnah Winger and Roger Harrington at the hands of the shit human Mark Winger.
He sucks. That was... I'm mad now. That's so sad. Poor Rebecca's... She was just trying to live her life post-college.
I wonder...
And, like, now she's got 4 kids and a mortgage. Yeah, like...
Yeah.
And then...
And didn't have a job. And so she graduated college.
Right.
And got that one job. And I don't know what happens, like... And maybe I should know by now, talking about murder so aggressively for 4 years, every week, that I should know what happens to, like... your money and your properties and stuff, because even if it was in his name, the house, I'm like, was she able to get his money?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You know, like, was the house in her name as well, and so she could sell the house instead of like going into bankruptcy and foreclosure?
I don't know.
Like, I really don't know on that, and I ponder it.
Comment if you do know.
Yeah, let us know for real. Let me fucking know.
We would like to know.
Because I just don't know how she was supposed to handle that, and then what you're supposed to do financially. Because once more, she didn't have, because they had kids right after that. She was a stay-at-home mom, so
yeah, she had kids 8 seconds after she graduated. Basically.
So she basically had like a 6-year-old and like a 1, 2, and 3-year-old. Is kind of how that played out.
Man, I don't know. And I do have a question. Where the fuck is that best friend? Did she get charged with anything?
No. So her testimony ended up being the cornerstone to all of it.
So she got...
But she didn't. Because other people were like, what, is Donna's family mad at Rebecca? Did Rebecca know afterwards? And it's like, Rebecca came into their lives 5 months after this. She has nothing to do with it. Deanne did.
Yeah.
Deanne did, because she knew, and her sisters, Donna's sisters, are like, they hate her beyond words. Like,
how could they not?
They knew that the intent was to kill Donna.
Yeah.
At some point. And obviously her guilt was heavy because she tried to kill herself so many times.
Yeah.
So she would have rather killed herself than tell the police what happened.
That I never thought about that way. Wow.
And did you want to kill yourself from that guilt, or because you were still so in love with Mark and he upgraded?
Right, you never know. Well, if she was willing to just laugh off, quote unquote, that as she's fucking her best friend's husband, which is still so fucking weird. But like, if she was willing to write that stuff off and just pretend like, oh yeah, and then wait that long, I don't know. She's fucking trash too. I just wish she could have been charged with something.
I do too.
Like obstruction
anything.
of justice or something. I don't know the term.
Yeah,
but
no,
like,
that's 100% what.
Where whatever they charge.
An accomplice, a fucking getaway driver.
Yeah,
I don't fucking care. Give her something.
No, give her a fucking DUI. I don't know.
Punch her in the face.
I'd kind of want to.
Punch her in the fucking face.
Punch her in the face.
Because at the end of the day, like, what a fucking
trash
bitch.
Trash.
Like, to be doing that and then truly to, like, there's no way that she did not know that Mark had done it and what his intent was and all of that jazz. It just...
And you just don't... You're just like, that's nuts.
I'm more mad that he didn't love me and stay with me.
She's trash.
Because he left her for Rebecca. And it's like... And honestly, if Rebecca hadn't been the one to, like, hire the ad and he had hired somebody who was 60 or whatever the fuck would it have happened?
Right.
Like, what would have happened then? So Deanna was okay with the thought of her best friend's husband leaving her best friend for her and then them going off and living a life.
Yeah, that's trash.
With that baby.
Yeah.
Like, even if Donna didn't end up being killed,
what's the best case scenario out of this?
Like how big of a piece of shit human were you?
Oh yeah.
To be okay with even the non-murderous outcome.
Yeah, that's insane. Like, if she's like, well, we're gonna leave, that is like to take your husband, your kid, and losing your best friend, essentially. If Donna did survive, that still would have been heartbreaking and tragic beyond measure. That the fact that she knew I fuck her. I'm mad. I hope she gets like a year of constipation. That's what I hope. Bare minimum. I hope she doesn't shit for a year. Because she's
mean, I don't think there's any way in hell that her name wasn't fucking obliterated during this process.
Well, I hope
so. I am not here for the times when the media gets it wrong and everyone hates, like, you're always guilty until proven innocent in this fucking world.
Right.
But oh, by God, do I hope they annihilated her.
And I hope, well, because if they said her name on TV, so
she was in the court proceedings, everything,
and everybody knows her face.
She was on the
crime sleuths are all over,
and the videos, like there's videos of Deanne. So
she probably going to another country to get some work done. Then that's what I would have to do.
I mean, I don't think she has the money for that.
Good, I hope not.
I agree.
I hope not. I want to spit on her.
Agreed. Agreed.
Both of them. Anyway. Well.
Oh, and Mark still claims his innocence on all of it.
He's a psycho. He's a fucking psycho.
I'm pretty sure he still claims his innocence on trying to kill the murder for hire plots.
It's like you wrote out 19 pages. 19 pages.
You signed your name.
They have you recorded.
You idiot.
What an idiot.
Yep. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how delirious people can be.
When people are too smart for their own good to do stupid shit.
Yes.
And hateful, awful stuff.
Yes.
Well, anyway, you know it's not hateful.
What?
To rate, review, subscribe.
Yes.
Was that good? Was that smooth?
I did. I liked it. Just like butter. Yeah. You guys, don't forget, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
We love you.
We love
Bye.
You. Bye.
This episode was sponsored, edited, and produced by Wonderboy Media. Get the deets at WBOYmedia.com to see how you can make your podcast dreams a reality.
Help us out and be sure to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to our audio project. Don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at, of course, A Couple of Sassholes.
Want more sass? Become a member of our Patreon for bonus content, merch, and more. Plus, we're on Cameo now, so there's even more ways to get the sass you need just how you like it. As always, don't get mad.
Get sassy.
Theodore, can I bet that?